Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a long time since I made a video. The last video I made was a Cameron Boyce tribute. If you guys didn't see that, it's just a little cute short video of Cameron's life on Disney Channel and all that. As you guys know, if you have watched like Disney's Descendants and the TV show Jessie on the Disney Channel and Grown Ups, Cameron Boyce passed away almost 2 weeks ago. He had epilepsy and seizures. Um, so, anyways, I just made a quick tribute video to him, and if you guys want to check that out, I'll put it in the description below. I also have not made ABC Drawing Challenge videos in a while, but I am gonna get back to that soon. The last one I made was for the letter E, and it was Ed from The Lion King, the hyena that laughs a lot. So, anyways, hopefully you guys are following me on the ABC Drawing Challenges. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell because not everybody is getting uploaded. Why did I say not everybody is getting uploaded? Not everybody is getting notified for new videos, and I am filming on my laptop today, so I'm sorry if the video screen picture is kind of whack. But my laptop is extremely old. It's probably 10 years old or something like that. I actually need to get a new laptop, but I love this one because it has not died on me yet. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. So, anyways, I didn't even tell you guys what I'm here for today. So, what I'm here for today is I've done a few story times on my channel. I've done like a scary story time, most embarrassing story time, and stuff like that. So, today is gonna be, I've been watching for the past 3 or 4 days worst date story times. Well, I don't really have any worst dates, but I do have a worst and craziest relationship. So, I want to. Okay, it was 6 years ago. I was 20 at the time, and I was going to a community college here to try to get my GED. And this is going to be the third time I have tried to make this video because I tried it on my phone. I got a new phone the other day. It's a little bit smaller than my old phone, but it'll do. It was kind of cheap, and I switched my service to Cricket because Verizon is acting whack and we're dropping calls in my house and all that, and like losing signal and stuff like that. So I switched to Cricket, which I was on Cricket for a long time, and then for probably 2-3 years I was on Verizon because my dad, before he passed away, put me and my brother on his plan with the Verizon, and then my mom switched to anyways. So I had to get a new phone because I still have my old phone, and this is the last phone my dad got me, so I obviously had to keep it, and it's actually bigger than the phone I have now. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. So what we're talking about is my most craziest and worst relationship. This happened 6 years ago, so if you guys are ready for a crazy ride, go get you some snacks, go get you some drinks, and sit down and listen to this crazy story I gotta tell you. So, and you're gonna want something to eat because this is gonna be interesting and long, and you're gonna want something to drink and eat. So yeah. Okay, so 6 years ago, as I said for the third time, I went to a community college here, and I was trying to get my GED, and I was taking math and writing at the time. And to get your GED, you obviously have to have like reading and writing and math and just studies and science. And anyways, I was taking math and writing at the time to start out with my GED. So in my math class, and I'm going to use all fake names because I'm not trying to out anybody, and I'm sorry if I accidentally say your real name through the video, because when I was first making this video, and it, for some reason, I guess it was too long or something, So it wouldn't upload from my phone because I made the video on my phone. And I tried to upload it like 5 times to YouTube, and it just would not upload. And so at the end of the video, I accidentally said the girl's real name. And so I guess it's good that I'm redoing this video because I didn't want to say the girl's real name that I dated. So I'm using all fake names. So let's call the girl that I dated or was in a relationship with Aubrey. Her name did start with an A, but I'm not going to out anyone on here. So Aubrey was in my math class along with my friend. Let's call her Samantha. Her name started with an S, but like I said, I'm not using real names. So nobody warned me about this girl, and you guys are gonna figure out like, what do you mean warned you? Was she great? Yes, as you can tell by the title, this is my worst and craziest relationship. So nobody warned me about Aubrey. So one day I was sitting in class and I'm here and Aubrey is at the table next to me, to the left of me, sitting beside Sandra. And I'm sitting by this girl named like Alicia. I don't remember the girl's name. Anyways, and I think Samantha's in front of me. So eventually me and Samantha became friends too, and we're still friends on Facebook. So anyways, Aubrey I noticed, and I was working on my math problems, and Aubrey, in the corner of my eye, I noticed that she was like staring at me, and I was like, maybe she likes my shoes or my jacket, or my shirt or something. But I didn't know until later when we started talking on like through text and like Facebook Messenger, that she actually said like, do you know why I was staring at you? Blah blah blah. And I was like, no. And sorry, I had an Instagram message or comment. Anyways, I was like, no. And she was like, I thought you were cute, or I think you're cute, or something like that. So I was like, okay. You know, I like compliments and stuff. So anyways, one day we have to partner up with people and like work on math problems together. So I sat at Aubrey's table and like we're kind of laughing and stuff like that. And I was really bad at math, and I was trying to see the board because I was trying to do the board work that the teacher was writing on the board and stuff like that. And I think she was like, kind of laughing at me because I couldn't see, because I was faced this way in the board. You know, I was having back to the board, and she was kind of, I think, laughing at me a little bit because I couldn't see the board, and I was like trying to turn around and see it. And anyways, so me and Aubrey became very close very fast, and that is something you shouldn't do when you first start talking to people. And I've learned in past relationships, like, you just need to take it slow, go on a couple dates and see where everything goes, and kind of see if the spark is there, you know what I'm saying? But me and Aubrey like progressed our relationship very fast. And so anyways, I should have saw the red flags, but I didn't. So she was telling everyone at the college that she is pregnant. And the janitor went out and bought her like baby clothes and all kinds of stuff. And anyways, so I hung out at Aubrey's house a couple of times, and we, you know, had sex and stuff like that in some crazy places. We did it like the woods, in the barn, because she lived on a farm and she had to take care of her horses and stuff like that. So we did some stuff in the barn and in the woods. One time I think we did something in her parents' old car. I was just like sitting in the driveway. of the house. And I don't even think they drove the car, honestly. But I remember one of us, I don't know if it was me or her, but we kind of like went down on one of another in the car, like backseat of the car. And so, and we did stuff like driving movies and stuff like that. So the sex was interesting because we did it in some very interesting places. But this girl was also insane. So, like I said, she's telling everyone at the college that she's pregnant, and um, I believe she's pregnant, because I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt when I first start talking to them. But it's strange because no one told me, like, you need to watch out, this girl's lying, this girl's a liar, you need to be careful with her. So until after the fact that me and her broke up, and then I had a friend come to me, and we're gonna call her Anna. And me and Anna, of course, we started talking, and she was like, "Yeah, I wanted to tell you about Aubrey, but I didn't want to get in between you and her's relationship, and I didn't want you to feel bad or something like that. I don't know." But so Anna, like me and her, after a while, after we started talking as just friends, we kind of was in like this little short relationship for like 4 days, and then we later on, about 5 years later, started dating again, and we were together for 6 months. But then I ended that for certain reasons that I don't want to go into. But anyways, so Anna was like telling me, "Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about her," after me and Aubrey had broken up. And she never told me, so I had to figure out things for myself. So, anyways, so there was this other girl named Angela. Like I said, using all fake names here. And Angela was getting close to Aubrey too, like just as friends, because Angela's straight. But she would like tell me and Angela, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant and I have a kid and all this." Like she said, I have a daughter named Emma, and then she said she had a daughter named Ariel. And so, like I said, going to her house, I never see these kids. Like, I'm like, "Where are your kids?" "Oh, they're at their dad's, they're at a friend's house, blah, blah, blah." Always made up an excuse for where her kids were. And so, one day, this is where I kind of sort of found out, like, this girl's bullshitting me. Like, she does not have kids at all. And another thing is my mom and dad were picking me up, and my mom she loves kids, so she's like, "Where's your kids? I want to meet them." Because I told my mom, about Aubrey and her kids, and so Aubrey's mom was like, "Oh, Aubrey doesn't have kids, but she wants kids really bad." And my mom's just like, "Oh, okay." And so I was kind of weirded out too, because Aubrey would always say, "Oh, they're at their dad's house," or "They're at my friend's house right now." And it was just really strange. So, gets even stranger. So, like I said, saddle up, you guys, because it gets really, really, really strange and worse. So, Aubrey is, you know, she had a split personality and schizophrenia. And I know this for a fact because, alright, so the kids that she says she had, she gets on the phone with me and she says, "Oh, you want to talk to my daughter Ariel?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Or Emma, one of them. One of them. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So, Ariel or Emma, one of them's talking to me and all this. Well, I actually think I'm talking to a 5-year-old, 6-year-old little girl. But here's where it gets even crazier. One night, we're on video chat. I'm on video chat with her face to face on our laptops. And she's on the phone with our friend Angela. And Angela knows that she has kids too. Okay. So Angela, she's like, oh, Ariel wants to, she was telling Angela, oh, Ariel wants to talk to you. So she turns the laptop the other way where I can't see what's going on, and she's on the phone with Angela. And I'm like, why did you turn the laptop? I'm asking Aubrey why did she turn the laptop facing the other way? And she made up some weird excuse like, oh, Ariel's at the end of the bed and Angela wants to talk to her on the phone. So it was the stupidest reason why she turned the laptop. And I kind of brushed it off because I kind of was lonely and just, I guess, wanted to be in a relationship too, you know? So I just brushed it off. And, you know, you kind of like, if you have feelings for someone, you just kind of look past the red flags and shit. So, anyways, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I just, you know, sorry, I'm messaging somebody, but anyways, I brushed it off, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I guess I didn't put two and two together until Angela. I was on the phone with her one day, and she's like, don't you think it's strange, like, when Aubrey wants us to talk to Ariel, but Ariel sounds like Aubrey? Like, if you listen to their voices, they sound very, very similar. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a 5-year-old to me. But she's like, Hannah, listen to her voice. It's got to be Aubrey on the phone. I don't think she has kids. I don't, you know. And I'm just kind of brushing stuff up because I still care about Aubrey and like her for God only knows why. And so I started to put two and two together, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe Angela is right. Maybe this really is Aubrey on the phone, disguising her voice as a 5-year-old, because that's some. I mean, I figured out, you know, later on, and for me, just from me figuring out, no one told me, that she obviously has a split personality. Well, here's where the schizophrenic shit comes in. One night, we're on video chat again, and she's on her computer in the living room. And this is how, like I said, I figured out she has schizophrenia, or she has to have schizophrenia, right? So we're sitting there talking and just regular stuff, you know, and all of a sudden I hear a knock. And I'm like, who's knocking? And she's like, I think my ex-boyfriend's stalking me and all this shit. And she's like, oh, I saw him in the woods the other day and all this. And I'm like, why don't you tell your parents that your ex-boyfriend's stalking you or something like that, or call the cops, because we keep hearing knocks. And she even gets like her, it's kind of like, she called him her brother, but he's really like a close family member or whatever. Not a family member, but like a close friend of the family, because he used to date her sister. And so she's on the phone with his girlfriend at the time, And she's got me and the girlfriend believing that like this guy's stalking her and knocking on the door and all this, and all the while we're telling her like, tell your dad, tell your mom, like call the cops, something like that. She's like, no, if I tell my parents they're not gonna believe me. So I should have saw the red flags like right then and there. And I don't know, it's just really strange because all the while I'm just trying to believe this girl and all this, and she keeps lying to me. So, anyways, let's see. I'm trying to think what happened. So, anyways, we're still on the. She's on the phone with her friend's girlfriend, and I'm talking to her on video chat, and we like the knocking continues and all this, and she would always tell me like, oh, my ex-boyfriend used to beat me up, and he came to my house and he hit me and all this stuff. Like one time we was on the phone and a call dropped. I think the call dropped and she calls me back. And I'm like, what happened? And she's like, oh, my ex-boyfriend was here and he beat me up and blah, 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 blah. And all this shit. And I don't know. It got to where I didn't believe anything she said because everyone eventually was like, look, this girl doesn't have kids. She doesn't have a boyfriend that was beating her up. You know, she, isn't pregnant and all of this shit. And I eventually was like, you know what, I'm ending it with this crazy psycho bitch because it got to where I had to end it. It was probably 5-6 months into the relationship and I should have ended it way before. So I eventually ended it, and then that's when me and Anna started talking, just as friends first, and then we kind of started talking more than friends for about 4 days. We were kind of in like a short relationship, and then I went my way and she went her way, and I started dating other people and like in relationships with other people, and then she me and her got back together for 6 months. Me and Anna did, and anyways, like Anna all that time was like, I wanted to tell you that Harvey's crazy, like she doesn't have kids and this and that, but I didn't want to come in between yours and her relationship. Angela, was trying to tell me, that's not a kid on the phone, that's actually Aubrey, and all of this. And also, I actually have an embarrassing story time where me and Aubrey, before all of this madness had happened, hooked up in the bathroom, one of the bathroom stalls at Gaston College. So if you guys wanna, it's called My Most Embarrassing Story Time or something like that. I'll put that in the description box below, and as well as my other story times. I haven't done that many story times. This is probably my third or fourth one. I did like my scariest story time, most embarrassing, and now this is my craziest and worst relationship ever. Like I said, this was 6 years ago, and thank God it is over because thank God I got away from that girl because she really needs help. And Samantha, like nobody who knew this girl told me that look, she's a liar. I don't even think they knew like how bad this girl was, like how bad she lied to people. I don't think they really knew how crazy she was. But after that relationship, I went to a therapist and I was telling her like everything that happened. I told her everything that happened in the relationship. So I had to get everything off my chest. But anyways, that relationship's over with and I'm talking to somebody else now and we're taking things slow. And yeah, if you ever see signs like this in a relationship or with someone you're just talking to, don't like go any further with them. Don't do what I did and drag the relationship on for 6 months. And please don't. Just get out as fast as you can, because this girl was schizophrenic, had a split personality, was a pathological liar, and manipulative and everything. And I just didn't see the red flags. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see another crazy video, and if you have any crazy relationship or worst dates that you've been on, let me know in the comments below. I don't know if it beats this, because I don't think anything can top this crazy relationship. But if it does, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to see another video like this, let me know in the comments. Please turn on the post notification bell and everything else, so you know when I upload new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys, have a great day.